Yes, I can.
Alright, I had the Steam overlay on, so I wasn't sure if it actually was functioning or not. But we've got another game.
It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't even show up on stream.
We should be good on stream now. I made the mistake of not unmuting my mic on stream. Apologies for that slight technical difficulty in game 1. But here we are back in the dogpile tournament of Avarus Gaming, going up against, I'm probably gonna, Pink Pantherz have got to apply to the lobby. You're here in game 2. I'm Healy Umbrella, and with me is Dark Jester.
Hola.
I might be eating food during this.
So, starting off, banning the Slark and OD. Alright, last time Avarus is the one that played the OD, so now they're banning it this time, so... Is that kind of one of those, oh, we meant the first pick, or meant to ban?
I don't think they want to play it again. It didn't work out for them. And it's clearly a hero that they value very, very highly.
Radiant team.
Maybe wrongfully so. I mean, I don't know. It's really not that scary anymore. But they ban him out. They don't want to play against him, despite having in game 1 didn't work out. They're going to switch it up, so we're going to see a pretty different draft from AG, I would expect. They also take out the Weaver, and then Leonidas and his crew. Actually, it's Tim's Little Bake drafting here, realizing that there's some heroes that are pretty OP in this game right now, and it's really hard to get a win against, even if you do well early on, or execute very, very well, more so than the other team. But they take out the Slark and the Pugna, and immediately Bane and Nagasaki are going to get picked up. So Bane pot him probably on the... Yep, there it is, picking up right there.
Dire team.
They're not running that risk of getting that ban in. I was actually very surprised I didn't see the ban on Bane or Mirana in the first set of bans coming out of AG. But, yet again, they've picked up Naga Siren this time, and this is going to do a little bit of change here. I love seeing it when they mix it up because you never know what you're... Oh, Undying! God, I can't wait for an Undying game.
Really?
He's such an underused hero. I really like what he does.
So boring is why.
Well, yeah, but he's... I feel the reason he's so boring is not enough people play him to try to find new ways to use him. It's like, oh, I only do this and that's it. He could have so many more uses if people would just play him more. It's like there's so many times I've watched heroes get played by pros. When they finally use him, it's like, oh, no, that's not a pub stomp hero anymore. It's like, no, he never was. It just took a pro showing you how to play him right before you decided he wasn't just a pub stomp champion.
Yeah, well, I mean, pros aren't playing him either, and there's a reason for that. Undying, I mean, his decay, it got a slight buff in 6.79, now lasts 40 seconds, but the damage isn't what it once was. Soul Rip isn't really that good early because there's not a lot of units walking around unless an enemy team happens to fight in your tombstone. And there's no stun, there's really no slow, there's a slight movement slow of 9%, but that's pretty small. If a team has a drums, they pretty much counteract the flesh golem slow. He just doesn't have much disable. He can't roam, he can't support, he makes your lineup extremely obvious, and unless, I don't know, I just don't think it's a great hero. And of course you can just pick up a gyrocopter or an alchemist, and the tombstone is 100% useless.
Well, actually, it's not useless when it's tied in with a Naga Siren. Tombstone is one of the few things that still functions during Naga's Song of the Siren. And that's a lot of things people didn't realize you could do, is drop your Tombstone, do her scream, and just have a nice time watching everyone die around you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it'll only build up the zombies, they won't do any damage. So as soon as you get out of that, if Alchemist or Gyro pops up a flak cannon or an acid spray, they're immediately gone. So I will admit, it's pretty nice. Like you mentioned, you can set up that sleep if it's a good one, and then drop that tombstone. But then you're using your sleep for initiation, not to disengage or something like that. And we see Bristleback picked up. The Quill Spray is going to pretty much deal with all the zombies that Undying can bring out.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you're going to see it's kind of a pick counter pick special here. I'm kind of curious of where AG is going with it now. Now that they see the Bristleback's been picked up, I'd like to see a Disabler come out just to handle the Bristleback.
Yeah, well, they've got the net.
That is one tanky hero.
Yeah, they've got the net here from the Naga Siren, which is going to be nice, as well as the armor reduction. I think when you're going against a Bristleback, armor reduction is the way to go, so maybe even picking up a Slardar here, but they're instead going to go with the Gyrocopter, likely scared that Gyrocopter could get picked up. The zombies will get taken down with one attack from Gyro, regardless of his damage. So they pick it up there, and we'll see how they want to run this, if Naga's going to support, or if it's going to be the the new meta Naga back to the carry, maybe even going into the mid lane. We will see.
10
As
seconds
it's the
remaining.
4th pick here for Leonidas and crew. They ban out the Doom, the
5
Timber
seconds
Saw, and
remaining.
support's being banned out there. The Rubik as well as the Alchemist Lich. Going to be the pick.
Dire team pick.
Well, they banned out Lich last time, so it got picked this time. So at least you know they were banning it for a reason. Let's find out how good that reason is.
Sorry for my typing.
I'm kind of curious what
noises.
they're going to use for mid hero at this point.
On the side of Pink Panthers, you
10
mean?
seconds remaining.
Correct. I mean, they
can do whatever they want.
I mean, yet again, they can use just about everything on their lineup for mid, but it's one of those.
Reserve time.
It really based around that 5th pick. I mean, they enjoyed the Viper. They used the Viper very well last game, and unless he's banned or picked here, I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick him up again.
Yeah, Viper could be a really nice pick, does well in the mid lane. It's not super hard to gank, but it is with an Undying, because he's not really going to do much. There is the Rocket Barrage into the net combination, but Gyrocopter likely going to be in the top lane, the solo safe, or the safe lane, tri-lane. I'm expecting Naga to be supported.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at I'm thinking more like an aggressive tri-lane with Naga, Gyro, Undying, Clockwork on the solo again, and last pick's going to be their mid, is what it's looking like for the AG.
Yeah, the thing is, Clockwork is going to be solo
Dire
up
team
against the
back.
Bristleback in that 1v1 matchup, and Bristleback as well should win that. The Cool Spray is extremely hard to step into if you're a melee hero, so we will see. I mean, there's a window where Clockwork at around level 3 with 2 points in Battery Assault can be pretty
10
aggressive
seconds
towards
remaining.
the Bristle and maybe get a kill, but after that, more than 2
5
points
seconds
in
remaining.
Quill Spray and you're pretty much done in that lane. As a TA gets banned out, that would have been a very nice very nice hero against the
Reserve
Bristleback,
time.
just because of the armor reduction from Meld. And I mean, they can put whatever they want in the mid lane right now. It doesn't matter for Pink Panthers.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm noticing, is they have a very versatile lineup. I still see most likely they're going to end up with a tri-lane, Bane, Mirana, possibly Lich. Bristle's going to solo, and yet again, we're down to 5th pick being most likely mid, unless they pick something odd that just
I think
throws
it's
it all different.
I think it's going to be a Death Prophet.
10 seconds remaining.
Here
Really?
from
That
Pink
wouldn't be a
Panthers.
bad choice.
It's a hero that's easy to gank, but now there's an Undying who doesn't gank well, and there's just a ton of AoE damage that's all physical. That was going to be my second choice. The Invoker coming out with the Forged Spirits.
So now let's see what AG picks up. I mean, Invoker has got a lot of capabilities, a lot of functionality, but it requires someone that can play him well. I mean, assumption is that if you're playing him in a team game,
Yeah, hopefully
you know,
someone
on
can play
an
Invoker
actual tournament
on
match,
their team.
you better play him well.
10 seconds
Yeah, exactly.
remaining.
And we'll see what Avarus Gaming wants to do. I'd like to see a Tinker for no reason other than
5 seconds
the
remaining.
Rocket Strat, Gyro, Clockwork, and Tinker. But they're going to go with the Queen of Pain, who, I mean, with the nerf to the Shadow Strike, Forged Spirits are pretty
Wow,
strong.
she's so useful.
I think Invoker should have the upper hand, though, in that matchup.
I think a lot of it falls back into what functionality they have there. But let's go ahead and start off. You want to go ahead and tell us about the guys on the Dire side here?
Yeah, so this is Avarus Gaming playing the Undying. We've got Mand God. Going to be handling that. Clockwork, Pac-Man Serial once again on that. Had some good hooks in the last game, but it just wasn't quite enough. The Queen of Pain going to be handled by Maniac going into the mid lane. We've got Captain Awesome on the Naga Siren going to be supporting up this game, and we've got Zealous carrying that one-roll Gyrocopter.
Right, and then over here on the Radiant side, starting in the top lane, we have Puck playing as the Bristleback, Steve playing as the Invoker, Leonidas covering the Lich, and over here is Tim's a little baked playing the Bane with his good buddy Mirana is Driven Nice.
Yeah,
So,
what is this?
It's going to be a
Invoker
little
doing?
entertaining watching how this works out.
I don't know why Invoker.
I think he's just kinda chilling.
I I mean, I know Leonidas is looking to just sacrifice here in the mid lane. That's going to help out. And yeah, they're just going to run duo lanes. I like this. It's going to be nice. Bristleback will get some good XP because of the sacrifice. The Bane Mirana should be okay in the bottom lane. Should maybe even be able to kill that Clockwork, just the two of them. As no one has put up any wards, though. Apparently Vision, not a priority this game.
Well, when you're running duels, it doesn't seem like it'll be as needed. Now, Bane does have 2 sentry wards in his stock, and Leonidas has the Observer wards. Man-God has the Observer wards on the Dire side, but not exactly sure what he's doing with it. He's kind of walking towards mid like, oh, hey, I'm just going to come check out what's going on here, guys. Don't mind me.
Yeah, and we'll see. He's going to finally put down that ward, so they see the haste rune top. It's going to be the first rune to spawn up. But this top lane, I don't know if Puck is going to get a whole lot up here on the Bristleback. Good thing no one picked Puck this game, because that could have got confusing fast. But able to get some CS net thrown out, wasting a chunk of mana there when there was really no possibility for Zealous to get that close, especially diving past a creep wave onto a Bristle. That's just not going to be a good time. As Tim is saying hello. I believe they're all chat warriors right now going against Pac-Man Cereal.
We love the Pac-Man cereal. Undying is working on the stacks now. Looks like he's going to pull the lane and try to force them all to come back here. He wants to make sure that they're kept close to the tower so there's no gank potential coming out of this Lich. Lich, on the other hand, is going to go look for him. It's like, I know he's got to be over here causing some sort of hell.
Yeah, that seems pretty
And
risky
Lich found him.
For the Lich to do, assuming if Naga Siren happened to be nearby. And it looks like all the all-chat in the bot lane. That will be the first blood, and, well, I missed it down there in the bottom lane. Pac-Man Cereal goes down. Trying to get busy on that all-chat. Now he probably feels like a doofus.
That's why you don't talk, you just play.
Exactly. Well, and we saw Lich, you know, contesting that pool even because he knows, well, one, he's very fast, especially with his haste at 522, but pretty fast regardless. Naga Siren also fast, but it wasn't there. OD, or Undying, I always call Undying OD. He's got no stuns, and actually in the mid lane, we've got this Bane already the receiver of the first blood, the recipient of the first blood, already looking to have a rotate. We'll find the DD in the top rune spawn.
And he's going to go ahead and try to put it to use. Going straight in on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain's diving behind the tower to protect herself. Steve kind of pushed her back, but here she is. She's going to stick her nose out again. This might cost her. She needs to get those last hits, but that Bane is just waiting. If he can just catch her just far enough out one time. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and make his move now. And she blinks away before he can Nightmare.
It's just so awkward right now. I don't even want to comment on it. I mean, it's going to be a hard gank regardless because Maniac has the blink, but what they really need to do is, they could have had it that very first time. Steve forces out the blink, and then Tim is already waiting there, so as soon as she blinks, you can just throw out the Nightmare, and then maybe put a Cold Snap on or something, and bring her down. It was definitely possible, but again, the execution there was a little lackluster.
Yeah, and that's kind of the main issue there. Big thing to notice here, though, is that the Radiant has actually blocked the pull camp to make sure that they can't pull again.
Yeah, that's nice. It's going to be obvious. I mean, it's easy to deward on the Dire, but do they even have the means to do it? There's no sentries right now for AG, despite running this defensive tri-lane. And now that that is blocked up, Naga as well as the Undying are going to be able to get a lot of XP. They're just going to sit in the lane, and, well, Bristle and them don't really care too much about this. They're level 3, almost level 4 because of that sacrifice XP coming out from the Lich.
The good thing about the Undying, though, is every time he decays, he sucks away their power. And it does so much good to help with the quick ganks. If you can catch them when they're not looking, it is a big difference.
Yeah, well, it's not terrible against Bristleback either, because he is...
Well, Clockwork down here on the bottom is going down yet again.
Nice.
Mirana's been having fun just kind of poking at him.
Yeah.
And every time he makes the mistake of reaching out, Bane just nightmares him.
Well, nicely done there by Bane, rotating all over the map. Couldn't quite get it done in the mid lane. Granted, that was going to be a pretty hard gank with the two heroes they have. He went up top as well, maybe looking for an engagement. He couldn't find it. TP's back bottom, takes out the Clockwork, so Nicely done, Clockwork 0-2 in that offlane. He's up to level 4 though, so you know going 0-2 is okay as long as you're gonna get level 6 pretty early. I mean, if you're getting killed in the offlane, it means you're sitting in XP range. So ideally, you're doing well in the XP category, and hopefully you can get level 6 soon. As Lich just being annoying down here in the river, soaking up that XP.
Yeah, the big thing to notice is he is level 4. But unfortunately, their tri-lane is really suffering. Undying, Gyrocopter, and Nog are only at level 3. They're not really getting the XP they need to cause the trouble they want to.
What are these nets? Captain Awesome. Just throwing out nets for the hell of it. And we see the farm there even. There's not even that big of a discrepancy between the Gyrocopter and the Bristleback. Gyro sitting at 19 last hits, the Bristle at just 13, and he's okay with that. He doesn't need much to get going in this game. And Invoker in the mid lane, winning that lane, 28-12 to 20-5. So he's probably not going to be able to get a kill unless he puts up a nice cold snap into a Sunstrike combination, which he very well could do. So we'll see.
Yeah, but I think right now he's just focusing on making sure he gets the items he needs. Bane picks up 2 smokes. This is a big step here. It's going to allow Bane to be very aggressive here. He's kind of guarding the ward spots. He wants to make sure when it comes out, he either has it or denies it.
And the Forge Spirit's already up top from Invoker, ready to just go ahead and take it out. But it will spawn bottom. It's going to be double damage. Queen of Pain running straight into him. Need to get that Nightmare off. There's no mana for Queen of Pain, but apparently using abilities is difficult. I mean, it was nighttime. Maybe he lost vision. I'm not sure, but I think that should have definitely been a kill.
If not a kill, at least an annoyance for the Queen of Pain.
I mean, there's no reason to...
Kind of working her down on that hit
Sunstrike
points.
here with 3 points in Exort. Throw out the Nightmare, let it tick, drop the Sunstrike, double damage, 1 attack into a Brain Sap, but that Queen of Pain is dead. She had 5 mana.
Yeah. It's a big thing to notice is a lot of the coordination issues that they're running across right now.
They do have pretty high
And then also with the... Yeah, and that's kind of probably the hesitation that you're seeing is where they're trying to figure out, can I make this before...
but we'll see.
That seems to be a common problem when you're trying to do this.
I mean, I do like that Bane is rotating around the map. He's getting a lot done. He's at least denying the runes from Queen of Pain. Granted, he probably could have got the kill there, but we'll let him go for it. He is a little baked after all, so we can't expect all that much. And now Gyro up here, Black Cannon level 2, pushing back the Bristle, pushing back the Lich, but here comes Bane looking to maybe make some plays. He's actually soaking up XP here as well from this big stack. And there goes the Bane looking to get off the Nightmare, gonna throw it on Zealous. Nice, as Zealous takes a Satyr Blast. There goes the Tombstone down, and we're going to see how the Quill Sprays just interact with those. I'm actually not sure if they kill them. They do, though, and they're going to chase them both down. Actually, they're going to get everybody here in the top lane. It's going to be a triple kill for the Bristleback, or it would be if Lich didn't already get it. Bristle not using his Quill Spray for some reason. And it looks like Captain Awesome will go ahead and fall to the Lich, to the Bane, unless he can successfully juke. Maybe he juked one too many, because, oh, why can I get through these trees? I found the Naga Siren. Soul Rip coming out.
But Undying's coming in, and he's got somebody caught in the back.
Oh, too bad he doesn't have a stun.
Too bad that net wasn't ready.
Too bad Undying doesn't have a stun. TPing out. Again, I feel like they could have killed all 3 of them. Bristle, he's got Warpath up now. He could have just been spamming the Quill Spray. One more Quill Spray a second earlier would have just killed them both. But whatever, not bad for them at all. They're definitely winning that top lane, winning the game overall as well. There's already a 4,000 and 5,000 golden experience difference with Pink Pantherz leading it.
Yeah, a lot of it is just based upon they're making sure they're not taking the risks. If there's a chance they can get in trouble, they're just staying back safely, which is a big key. A lot of people don't realize is mitigating that risk keeps you alive longer.
Indeed. 56 and 25 with a Midas and Treads. That's the CS score here of the Mirana in the bottom lane, going up against the Clockwork with only 12 last hits. He's still only level 4.
no.
It's not a good place to find yourself at 9 minutes. Granted, that duo lane, it was only a duo lane, but it is a pretty strong one. Invoker in the mid lane as well, 51 and 15, so doing quite nicely for himself. And we've got Puck going straight into a Vanguard, and after that it should probably pick up Treads or Phase on the Bristleback here in the top lane.
And that's going to allow them a lot of functionality. She's going to be able to move around, do what he needs to do, and not really be slowed down by anybody trying to take him out. I mean, he's already a tanky hero, and it just gets worse as the levels go. But Naga Siren's coming in, got her illusions up. Queen of Pain comes in, tries to take out the wave. Gonna use the illusions to try to handle these forged spirits, but they just don't do enough damage right now. She doesn't have the items she needs on them. Lich is having a good time helping Undying up here on the top. Every time Undying tries to work this camp,
Lich
just pokes him, soaks up some XP.
At 10 minutes here. He's only about 350 gold off of it. Granted, he doesn't have boots, but he's 315 move speed. It's pretty quick. And the mech will be coming up soon with a bristleback that already has a Vanguard online at the moment. It's going to be pretty strong.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gyro is rotated to the jungle to try to get the money he can't seem to get in lane. He also needs to pick up his levels. He doesn't have his level 6, and that's really slowing him down to be aggressive. They've left the Undying here just to kind of control the lane to some extent, and just pretty much that whole don't die is the only word of business he has to do with right now.
Yeah, and something that's going terribly wrong up here in the top lane. I mean, they're playing against a bristleback, and they don't even have magic wands on their supports. That is just... that's insanity. And even going the other way here, Pink Pantherz, they don't have a magic wand going against that Undying, who you know he's going to be spamming Decay every chance he gets. So there's really no reason that all 5 of these heroes don't have a magic stick. As Queen of Pain finally taking the fall there. In the mid lane, Bane looks like he had that Fiend's Grip, so they finally get her.
Dire's middle tower is under an
Well, they can't let her get away forever. They use the Fiend's Grip to really control what her blink and all and make sure she can't get away.
Yeah, nicely done there. And the bot lane, Clockwork still struggling to get much of anything. He is finally level 6, and at this point you're level 6. Sure, you might have to give up your bottom tower, but your team needs you. You need to go back to base. You're not going to farm yourself back into this game. You need to go get some rotations, get some kills. So he goes back now. He's going to get mana, fill up that bottle, and then go top. Maybe try to stop this this bristleback from snowballing, or this very
Big thing to notice here is Invoker is moving into a bad spot.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. He's so far ahead right now of the supports. He's level 11. He finds a couple people. He's going to take out Mangold as well. Actually, Mirana going to throw out the Invis here, but it's not going to matter. Pretty nicely done. He almost kills them both. I feel like had he focused the Undying first, he probably would have killed them both there. Because then there would be no two.
Yeah, but there's so much diving in there on him. I think he wanted to escape, and then he found out, oh, they already dusted. Crap.
Yeah, he gives up a bit of XP there, but it's, I don't know. He took 4 heroes' time, and he killed one of them, so it's not terrible. He's actually got his Yule's Scepter already, so he's ready to drop, I guess, the Sunstrike Meteor combination here pretty soon.
Yeah, and that's going to really allow him to handle the whole situation anytime they try to do that to him again. Queen of Pain's got her illusions, doing a little walk around to kind of see where everybody is. Kind of spots out the Lich. Doesn't know the Bane's there yet, but I'm sure they suspect it. Lich doesn't wander alone.
Chain Frost! There it goes. Throwing out the Chain Frost. Going to take down the Gyro first. Mangold's going to go down. Oh, not another bounce coming out, but it's okay. They're going to get them all. Tim's a little big, taking up the double kill there on the Bane, and they get out, you know, scot-free right there. 9-1 is the score. They lead by 12,000 gold already. 7.58 XP. So this game, again, with some potential execution issues from Pink Pantherz there. It's still very, very one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, the execution is what's really costing them the most here. They could probably be a lot farther ahead if they get the execution online. But, yet again, you can blame that on ping.
Yeah, that's true. Why not?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we've already got 2,100 gold up here on the Bristleback, so we'll see what he wants to go for. I think a pipe might not be a bad item for the Bristleback in this sense. It's still going to be sort of hard to push into the Sonic Wave. The call down as well. That's going to be all magical damage. And then Undying, of course. I don't know. If they need it. They shouldn't really. They've already got the mechanism up. Yeah, he goes back for the Hood of Defiance, so Puck is going for that pipe.
Yeah, that Hood of Defiance is really going to help him deal. I mean, not like he's not already going to be hard to kill, but it's only going to keep getting worse. Now, they've got to sit here and take this fight. They all know they're in the woods. The Clockwork Flare shows off what they've got up against them, but they really can't do anything to stop it. Queen of Pain kind of working her way around. I'm not sure if she's just... Oh, nope. Looks like they're thinking about trying to go after Mirana here in the mid. But get a little bit of a chase back here. Doesn't really allow her to get in there and get the damage out she needs to.
Yeah, Mirana doesn't even have to use her leap there, so she's not even bothered by that at all, as Bristleback and Lich continue to push up the top lane, and now we see all of AG pretty much 5-manning at this point, looking to just win a fight, and it's going to be a clockwork here that is going to have to initiate on either a level 11 Potom or level 12 now Invoker. Even the Bristleback is a level 9, despite being in the offlane. He leads the Gyro by a level as well. The Gyrocopter, played by Zealous, only at level 8, and Bane has picked up a Blink Dagger already, so now the initiation is going to be off the hook here.
Yeah, I mean, this is really going to cause all sorts of problems for him. Bane's coming up behind the Mirana here. They're going to try to use the Mirana to bait him out so that the Bane can step in there and really do some trouble. That was a very nice shot. Oh,
Bane.
Nice save coming out of the Undying. He's being used as a support to do what he needs to. The problem is that Blink Dagger is allowing the flexibility for Bane to get out of there as he needs. And Mirana's got her going down just to make sure that you can't catch him after the fact.
Yeah, Bane was in a bad position there. He was really far away, he was facing the wrong direction, but it might not even matter at the end. There goes the sleep, that's going to cancel the channeling. Fiend's Grip, Tombstone is going to be dropped, but Bristleback's right here, so I mean there's not even going to be any zombies. They're just going to continue to pop that Quill Spray out. As Puck here should be able to run over everybody. Zealous just needs one more Quill Spray, but I guess they're going to let him go. Unless Mirana can find him here, they're going to keep diving on Captain Awesome. They're going to get him 12-1. Now Gyrocopter rearing his head again, but I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think the Clockwork running out of mana there at the key point. Hook shot it in there, but he didn't have the mana to drop the cogs. And that really cost him there, because he could have locked in 3 of them right underneath the tower.
It doesn't even matter, though. You're locking in a Bristleback. He's got that AoE damage on Quill Spray. It's very, very far, and even if he's in the cogs, he's still going to be doing a ton of damage. And I think right now AG is really just too far behind to even come back into this game. They're almost down 20,000 golden XP at 16 minutes. That's humongous.
Yeah, a lot of that is just very bad decision making. I mean, not counting from the draft. I think the Undying is not a horrible pick. It's just what they ran up against. They didn't ban out the right ones to stop what would stop the Undying. And a lot of the damage done in the draft, and they tried to save it, but the execution has been kind of abysmal to really make sure that they're getting in and getting the functionality they can. Even if they're playing him as a support, he's just not getting out there and doing what he needs to do because he just really can't. Everything is countering him so hard.
Yeah, not getting a lot done. Tombstone is useless. I don't even know why he's still maxing it out right now. Should definitely just be maxing the Soul Rip and the Decay, at least this game. Realizing that the Bristleback here is going to just destroy your zombies, but now we see in the back lane, the Nightmare goes out, going to catch the Naga. Here comes the Call Down, going to slow him up. There's the Fiend's Grip out now. The Chain Frost, nicely done. Bane's even going to live through that. Maniac also takes the fall there. The Queen of Pain going to drop down. Now Puck fighting up versus Mangold and Captain Awesome. He should be able to chase, but he's running low on the mana. So he's going to back himself off there, and Mirana wasn't even in that fight. She did just assist with her Moonlight Shadow that I don't think was needed, and there's the GG coming out here at 18 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, this is one of those draft wars. If you lose at the draft, it can cost you so much. You could, the entire Radiant side was starting to outrange them in levels alone, with the Invoker at level 14, and the top on the Dire was Queen of Pain at level 10.
Yeah, and even the net worth, all 5 heroes for Purple? No, sorry, wrong team. Pink Pantherz, all 5 heroes were ahead. So, really nicely played there by, well, but definitely better drafted, and the draft is so important right now in 6.79. There's a lot of scary hero combinations that are seem almost unstoppable, such as, you know, the Venomancer and the DK, even getting a Death with some extra push. It's just really hard, so even without execution, there's a couple lineups that are just, I don't know, you can get out drafted, and that's definitely what happened here, but...
Oh yeah, and that's kind of the situation I've noticed a lot lately is a lot of people tend to kind of stick to what they used to draft in pre-6.79, and it's costing them as they're moving into 6.79 because, oh, this worked last patch, doesn't work anymore, guys.